Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda and I'm from Amanda Crochets, and in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to make this Suzette Hot Pad. The Suzette Hot Pad is made using beginner stitches and is very quick and easy to work up, and it also provides a lot of beautiful texture to it. The Suzette Hot Pad measures approximately 8 inches wide by 7 inches tall, and also includes a hanging loop if you wanted to go ahead and hang this up in your kitchen. These make wonderful gifts for the holiday season. They also make great stash buster projects, and they even make quick and easy projects for upcoming craft fairs. So I have 3 examples for you today, and this first one I made using a solid gray yarn. And to make this hot pad, you're going to need 2 skeins of yarn held together and a bigger crochet hook, which means this works up super quick. And by using 2 strands of yarn, you're going to get an extra thick hot pad. So here is what that first one looks like. This next one I have in a bright red color. Again, I used 2 strands of yarn, and this is just a solid color. However, if you wanted to change it up and use 2 different colors, I have this option as well. So this is what it looks like when you hold 2 different strands together. So you could definitely make this customizable to your needs. You can make this bigger, you can make this wider, you can make this in any color combination that you would like. Again, I made it in a solid color and also a variegated color. So whatever you are interested in making, you can make that in any color combination. So let's get started on today's tutorial on learning how to make this Suzette Hot Pad. So for today's tutorial, you're going to need a size K 6.5 millimeter crochet hook, and you're going to need 2 skeins of cotton yarn. You want to make sure you use 100% cotton yarn, as this is going to be super absorbent. So I'm using Hobby Lobby I Love This Cotton, and this is a 3.5 ounce or 100 gram. This is 180 yards or 165 meters, and it's 100% cotton, and it's considered a number 4 worsted weight yarn. So I'm going to be using 2 colors, and the colors I'm using are black, and the other color I'm using is pewter. Again, you can use whatever color you would like. So for the Suzette stitch, you can make your hot pad in any width that you would like, but for the Suzette stitch, you want to make sure that your chains are an even number. So for my hot pad, I ended up making a chain of 24 chains. If you wanted to go ahead and make it a little bit bigger, you can certainly do so. Or if you wanted to make it a little bit smaller, you can do that as well. As long as you have an even number of chains, then you should be good to go. So to make a chain, you're going to do yarn over your hook and pull through that loop on your hook. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continue making 24 chains, and I will meet up with you for row 1. Okay, once you have your 24 chains or any even number of chains, we can begin row 1. So for row 1, you're going to make a single crochet and a double crochet into the second chain from your hook. So that loop on your hook does not count, and you're going to count 2 chains, so 1 and 2. And in that second chain, you're going to go ahead and make a single and a double crochet. So to make a single crochet, you're going to insert your hook into that second chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2. And that is your single crochet. Now to make a double crochet, you're going to yarn over your hook, insert your hook into that same chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And that completes your first little cluster. Now if you are a beginner, I highly suggest getting a stitch marker and putting it in that very first stitch, so that very first single crochet stitch right here, so that way you know where the beginning and end of your row is. Next, you're going to skip 1 chain, and in the chain after that you're going to make a single crochet and a double crochet into the same chain. So skip 1, and in the chain after that you're going to make a single crochet and a double crochet. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over your hook, insert your hook into that same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and that completes your next stitch. So now you're going to repeat this all the way across until you have 2 chains remaining. So again, you're going to skip that next chain, and in the chain after that you're going to make a single crochet and a double crochet. So single and double crochet in that same stitch. Okay, again, skip that next chain, and in the chain after that make a single crochet and a double crochet. Okay, repeat that all the way across until you have 2 chains remaining. Okay, when you have 2 chains remaining, you're going to skip 1, and in that very last chain you're going to make a single crochet. And then here is what row 1 looks like. Now your first row may curl a little bit on you, but that's okay. You can just pull it apart. But you can see all of the cluster stitches together. And again, if you are a beginner, you can put a stitch marker in this very last stitch, so that way when you turn your work, you know where the very first stitch of your row is. And then as you make more stitches, you can move them up, so that way your ends are even. So for row 2, you're going to go ahead and chain 1 and turn. In that very first stitch, which is going to be right here, you're going to make a single crochet and a double crochet. So again, in that very first stitch, make a single crochet and a double crochet in that same stitch. You're going to skip that next stitch, and in the stitch after that you're going to go ahead and make a single crochet and a double crochet. So skip that next stitch, which is your double crochet from the previous row, and in that next stitch, which is going to be the single crochet from the previous row, that is the stitch that you're going to work in. So skip 1 stitch, and in the stitch after that make a single crochet and a double crochet. Skip the next stitch, and in the stitch after that make a single crochet and a double crochet. Repeat this all the way across until you get to the last 2 stitches, and I will show you how to end the last 2 stitches and move on to row 3. So just make a single crochet and a double crochet in the same stitch, skip 1 stitch, and make a single crochet and a double crochet in the next stitch, all the way across until you have 2 stitches remaining. Okay, so when you get to the end of the row, you should have 2 stitches remaining. So you're going to skip this stitch right here, and in the final stitch you're going to go ahead and make a single crochet. And that completes row 2. So as you can see, your hot pad is forming very quickly with the double layer of the yarn. So for rows 3 through 16, you're going to repeat this. So chain 1 and turn. In the very first stitch, you're going to make a single crochet and a double crochet. Skip that next stitch, and in the stitch after that, make a single crochet and a double crochet. So you're going to repeat row 2 for a total of 16 rows, and once you get to row 16, I will show you how to make that hanging loop and then complete the finished hot pad. So again, repeat row 2 for a total of 16 rows, and I will meet up with you at the very end. Okay, so I finished my hot pad, and now we're going to go ahead and make that hanging loop. So again, I had a total of 16 rows for my hot pad, and then for the hanging loop, you're just going to go ahead and chain 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Once you have your hanging loop, then you're just going to you're going to insert your hook to the very bottom, and you're just going to slip stitch it to form that loop. And make sure, it might be a little bit tricky, but make sure you get both strands of that yarn, and you just want to pull it all the way through. Then you're going to get your yarn, and you're going to cut a tail, and then I wrap the yarn around my hook and pull through and then tighten. And then that forms your hanging loop, and then you're just going to get a stitch marker. You're going to get a tapestry needle, and you're just going to hide your yarn tail, and you're going to do this for your other tail, and you're just going to weave in and out of the stitches to hide your tail and to secure your tail. And I usually go back and forth 3 times to make sure it's really secure. Once you feel like your yarn tail is secure, you can go ahead and cut the tail, and then your finished hot pad is complete. So this is what it looks like when you have those 2 colors again, and then you have your hanging loop. And it's just a fun and quick little project, like I said, that you can make for holiday gifts or home warming presents. You can make this for yourself, you can make this for upcoming craft fairs. So the possibilities are endless, and you can make this in any color combination that you would like. So again, I have that here. You can sell them in a set of 2 or a set of 3, whatever you would like. So thank you so much for joining me today and learning how to make this Suzette hot pad. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. Please like, comment, and subscribe to see all future videos by me. And as always, happy crocheting!